Hi Aries, and welcome to Arcana Priestess. So for those of you that are new, welcome, and if you're returning, I'm so glad to have you. All right, so today I kind of woke up with a new way of how I was going to do it, because I kind of get my spreads through visions, and I'm kind of like getting into it now after I've done a couple, and I'm really excited for your guys's, because I thought it was yours by mistake, and then I realized like, oh wait, no, that's not for your sign. And then eventually your sign came out right after that, and I was like, oh, I love this for you guys. So what happened was recently I let my guides pretty much guide me through the cards as to who to pick, and I would start the reading based off of the sign, like the card off that sign of that sign. And now what I've done this time for your spread is I'm letting the story that leads up to your sign be this reading. So for some of you, this is going to resonate in what you've experienced up till now. For some of you, I'm even hearing that this is going to be kind of like your path up until you get to the version of yourself that you're meant to become. For others of you, this is where you're at now and what you can expect ahead. So, you have to take what resonates, but if it doesn't resonate, and if you feel uncomfortable at any point in this reading, this just is not your reading, and that is perfectly okay. So let's just get into this. Seven of Swords right away. So I pulled this card and I was like, oh, this is not what I was expecting. Oh my goodness. And then I pulled the rest of the cards and I was like, I was so confused. So we're starting off with the Seven of Swords. And I feel like this plays out in multiple different ways. So you're going to have to see which side this is for you. For some of you guys, this is you were the one holding yourself back. You're realizing that you were kind of self-sabotaging your own life in a sense. For others of you, you are realizing that your surroundings and outside influences was what was holding you back. But either way, you got to the root of the cause of what is holding you back. If this is not what you've experienced yet, then know that within 7 weeks, right? 7 weeks, you're going to discover this. You're going to see the root of what's stopping you, and through that, you're going to learn, right? It's like you're going to have the recipe pretty much of how to get to where you're meant to be. For some of you, I feel like this is already in your past, because it almost seems like in a sense of like, this is like what you were saying goodbye to, or you're saying goodbye to this side of you, right? I feel like there's also this energy of like dark sides, shadow sides, right? We all have our shadow sides, and like realizing that when it comes to shadow sides, like that's not something that you can just say goodbye to forever. Like you have no idea when your shadow side is going to pop up or when it's not. And yeah, you can learn to control it when it does, but that doesn't mean you have full control of everything related to it. And I feel like for some of you, this is like recognizing the good within the dark and the bad, and, learning to cope a little bit better with the bad that comes with, you being who you are, or, you having gone through what it was that you had gone through in life to get you where it is that you currently are today. The one thing that I would say to be careful of, because like I said, when I pulled the Seven of Cards, I was like, whoa, like I did feel this very dark, deep, maybe even a little negative energy. And then the rest of the cards was like so bright and vibrant, and it was like a shock to me. So I feel like because of that, do be careful. This card, as much as it doesn't seem like that, what I am seeing from this card is like somebody just like so happy that they're just skipping and singing down the road, and because they're just so happy and carefree finally and let loose finally, they like something happens, because they're just, they went from being so like caring so much and needing to control so much to the complete opposite, that they were a little bit too careless. So do be careful. There was this, I just did a reading for Sagittarius, and I was thinking of titles, and one of the titles that I had thought of was that quote, realize, real eyes, realized, realize. And I feel like that's kind of like with this energy. I'm also feeling like this could also be like a huge transition. Like this is like interesting. I've never had like a feeling like this before, but when you think of like somebody who like goes from rags to riches, you think they have all this money, they have all this, they have all that, but you don't really think about like what it personally means to them. And you don't also think about like all of the people that start sucking up to those people. And I feel like for you, like this may be your like, I don't know, somebody might have wanted the inside scoop, but instead of getting the inside scoop, they're gonna get inside that life. Like you're elevating to a new height in your life, something that you never could have ever experienced, never could have expected yourself to experience. And as much as it's meant to bring you lightness within yourself, I think it's gonna somehow make you recognize the darkness within others. Like, I don't know, this is so weird. Like, imagine you, like, or somebody, like, you know, there's people in the world that want to be like a celebrity, or they want to be like a musician, or like, I don't know, whatever it is that they want to be. And they feel like it's something that also, regardless of what it is that you want to be, at the end of the day, this spread is also leading to you realizing and also becoming whatever it is. So whatever your limitations are, know that you can 1000% overcome those. But, you know, people want to be all of these things, and I feel like ultimately at the end of the day, they always think of one thing that's blocking them. It's like you're recognizing what that is, and you're pushing forward, you're pushing through. They always think that that thing is bigger than them. Some of you are going to realize that you are that thing. Like, you are what it is. But, so pretty much what I was saying is, this is somebody who's like always wanted to be something big, but they wanted it like, maybe they didn't know why they wanted it, right? Like sometimes we have these big goals in life and we don't actually know why we want them. And then when we get them and we're just like, oh, cool, on to the next thing. And that happens a lot of the time. So like maybe you've always wanted to be famous and you never really thought about why you wanted it. You just like, oh, that's something that sounds cool, right? Or you always wanted to be an actor, or whatever the case is. You always wanted to sell your paintings for a living. I feel like you're on your way there. But it's not like what you're going to get out of it isn't what you think. It's like you're on your way there almost as like some sort of like hidden helper in a sense. And you're going to get to that other side and you're going to be one of those people that actually sees all the things that's wrong with it. And you're going to actually end up fixing it. You're going to end up fixing people that are lost in that lifestyle. It's very interesting. This is so crazy. Okay, so this is just one card. Okay, let's just get this moving. So then we have the 10. So then it gets beautiful, like crazy beautiful. We have the 10 of Cups here, the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Cups. Let's just start with this and then we'll do the rest. Okay, we'll do that. So the 3 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups here. This is all about celebration. This is all about happiness, joy, warmth, embrace, success within your career. Like this is the complete opposite of that energy that you had just experienced, that you had just overcome, that you had just, surpassed. Some of you, this is about a huge breakthrough. And honestly, with the 7 of Swords, I truly believe like this could be November. For some of you, this could be November. Like if you don't feel what I'm about to talk about, this is something that's not going to come till December. But if this is what you're currently feeling, then that would be your November energy. Because for some reason with the colors of the 7 of Swords, I am getting like November. Okay, let's see. The thing that's going to give you the most answers, security, happiness, abundance is self-reflection. Spending time alone, as much as you are going to be called in many different directions. It kind of feels like, I don't know, this seems like all of a sudden everybody wants your attention, wants your time in a sense. The 3 of Cups, it is a really good time for you to socialize and to, network, interact with people. But I also feel like you're going to be in a place where you kind of, sometimes we just enjoy spending time alone a little bit more than other times. And one thing as an Aries, and this is actually so important, and it's that your purpose is to find yourself, is to focus on yourself. Like first house is ruled by the self. So you are, You know how they say like self-care isn't selfish? Like that should literally be your motto, because you're meant to focus on yourself and to find yourself multiple times over and over again, and to explore new depths within your soul, within the level that you had just recently accomplished, right? You're always meant to take things to new heights. I love that about you guys. I love your passion. I love your, you know, your spark, your charm. I love the whole like Aries persona. But yeah, like it really does seem like you're kind of coming into this time of like really just being in your element. For some of you, this is like you've been working and you felt like you went through time and time and time again. Some of you, this is something you've been working on for 7 years wanting. Some of you possibly even 10 years. So others of you as short as 6 days. Others of you as short as I'm seeing like 3 months. But I feel like you just felt like you overcame so much to get to this point, and you have so much to celebrate, and there's so many people that want to celebrate with you and want to celebrate you as a being. You're meant to be seen, you're meant to be confident, you're meant to find yourself. Through you finding yourself, you will help others find yourself. What is that word? Muse, right? The muse, the inspiration. Some of you, this is about like influencing in a way of, you know, fashion, beauty. Some of you are meant to create something of your own, like maybe your own clothing line that where you create your own, you end up creating your own trend because you create something that is like out of this world, or some sort of technology, like you're meant to invent something, right? First, Aries is the first house, the first person to do something, to set some sort of trend. Like that could be your thing. That would be something that you would be very proud of. You would 1000% consider yourself proud of, you know, yourself if you had done that, if you can do that, and you absolutely can. Okay, so then we have, let's see, the Princess of Wands, Princess of Wands, Judgment, and then the Emperor, and at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. Like, I'm telling you, look at that transformation. There's going to be a lot of reflection and realignment throughout the month of November. Releasing what's no longer serving you. Coming into this, like, taking leadership. Some of you are going to, like, come into a new role, and you're going to quickly take leadership in that role. Like, you're just something's naturally going to come towards you. This could be starting a business, and all of a sudden it takes off a lot quicker. You're a natural born businesswoman, businessman. Natural born. Absolutely. So taking, you know, an idea that flows through the wind and having it become something that, you know, starts building your empire. I just feel like with this, look at the bottom of the deck, Temperance. Come on, are you kidding? Beautiful. Beautiful. Some of you, I'm hearing Italy. You may be from Italy. You may need to travel to Italy. There could be something significant related to Italy, but just happiness, balance. Your life is going to come into balance. I feel like from December to, like from Sagittarius, from November, you'll go through a lot of things that you'll start to understand in December that will 100% come to fruition, and you will be in your power by your birthday season. I see a huge wish fulfillment. But it's almost like it's weird because I don't see you, like, this is what happened to me when I discovered, like, that my purpose was to be a tarot reader, like, and it's interesting because I realized, like, I have Aries in so many of my houses, and it's so weird, but, I have had so many moments where I'm like, pinch me, like, is this even real? Like, for so many years into my journey as a tarot reader, I didn't even think like it was real because it was just so far beyond what I could have ever imagined for myself, and so completely past the direction that I thought I was headed in, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what's happening here for you. I see like that's exactly what's happening. And the thing is, for some of you, you've already seen this, but the thing is like, you've already done so much more than you could have thought, and you thought that that was like, wow, but you haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg yet. I'm hearing like world leaders, but it's not, you know, it's in your sense. Like, how would you best lead the world? Right? What do you know the most of? What are you the most passionate about? All right, so that is where I'm going to leave this. For those of you that want a personal reading throughout the month of Scorpio season, I am going to be doing a sale for personals and crystals. So the links will be in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for your time. I love and appreciate you.